Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen to it. Listen, I'm about to get right to it. A credible source is telling me that Julian Lewis is headed to Colorado this weekend for a visit. Look, I guess they got a game, and he told me that, look, Colorado is getting ready to lay out the red carpet for Julian Lewis. And look, this was a concern of mine, just given the fact that how USC is playing right now. And I told you guys before that USC, Julian Lewis is the glue that is going to keep this class together. And so we got to really figure this thing out, and we got to, come up with a plan as it relates to, and I'm going to get ready to talk about Miller Moss and Jaden Maiava. But look, Julian Lewis, he's coming to USC primarily because of Lincoln Riley. And you guys know, with the emergence of the way Indiana's playing, the emergence of the way Colorado's playing, compared to where USC is, that was in the back of my mind. I never wanted to touch it, but I have to touch it today because you guys are probably going to see maybe social media things this weekend from Colorado or whatever. But Julian Lewis, there was a couple of things that I was told. Not only was I told that Colorado's most likely going to lay the red carpet out, the NIL, they're trying to match, I guess, whatever we're doing from what I'm told. They also, I heard that Lincoln Riley, I guess Julian Lewis wants confirmation from what I'm told, and that he will have an opportunity to, get a chance to start. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But this is the information I got, that he will be in Colorado this weekend for the game. So if you see anything on social media, you guys already know that you heard it here. And it is what it is, man. Julian Lewis, he's that guy. A lot of people said, oh, he's a pocket passer, but you guys see here in the highlights, this guy has elevated his game to the next level. I'm so excited just to, for him to even become a Trojan. Yes, he is the next great thing next to Caleb Williams. Last year, we saw Caleb Williams, but what he's doing now is absolutely phenomenal. You see, I didn't even see him run like this last year, but the way he's in and out, he's thrown on the side, this is so much like Caleb Williams, into us incredible. And, who knows, he might surpass that. Julian Lewis is that guy. He really is. And you look at him here, he looked like he's coming into his own, his development already, whoever he's working with. It's straight up go time. So I think he needs to be the number one priority. We know that, we got situations going on at USC, but there's no way that if we lose Julian Lewis, it'll be a problem. So, man, you guys can drop those comments. You guys can tell me what you think. That is the source that gave me some information. I got some other news and note items as well. Also, you guys know I've been a big advocate of bringing Jaden Maiava in for packages. Yesterday, after practice, of course, you guys already heard, I'm sure by now, Lincoln Riley announced that Miller Moss is QB1. And listen, as it relates to QB1, you guys know I've always been high on Miller Moss. I've been high, but as the season progresses, as the season continues to go on, we just asked for packages for a guy like Jaden Maiava to help Miller Moss. We told you, we talked about the pass. The offensive line is more of a rush offensive line opposed to pass blocking offensive line. And why not put a guy like Jaden Maiava who can get in there, move and groove, and be able to just create. When you have limited options, when you're talking about the pass blocking breaking down. But this is what you do when you have a bad offensive line. And I'm not even calling them a bad offensive line because they're blocking exceptionally well the past couple of games. And we still seen a couple of issues as it relates to interceptions and overthrown balls. But this guy, I believe he can neutralize the offense, the defense rather, when you have situations to where they're just coming down and crashing on you. This is the same thing I've been saying pretty much all year. And I just can't understand why we won't utilize his gift, his talent. And look, man, I hope he doesn't hit the portal, because a guy like this that's able to move and groove, this athletic, and able to throw like this, I think it's straight up go time. And so, as I stated, Lincoln Riley, he doubled down yesterday, and he said that Miller Moss is his QB. And listen, we told you guys, if Miller Moss has a clean pocket, for the most part, he's going to make those throws. Miller Moss has just limited ability as it relates to running Lincoln Riley's offense. Now, two things could be true. Either Lincoln Riley forgot to learn how to call plays, or know how to call plays. He forgot totally, or Miller Moss is not made for his offense. You can tell me which one is it, because right now, points per game, Lincoln Riley is nowhere near that. You guys know I brought the stat to you guys yesterday about the run game. 50% at Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley was running the ball. Now, a lot of that was attributed to the fact that the quarterback will run. It's not happening right now. So so what's happening is his offense is not being ran right. It's not being completed right. And this is the issue that we're having with Lincoln Riley offense. So it's looking like he doesn't know how to call his offense anymore. Whether Miller is pulling the ball out or he's not taking those options to hit those run lanes, I'm not sure. Like I said, I think Miller Moss is going to be a decent pro football player. I think he's a pro style, West Coast style football player, and you have to have the offense that's right for him. Lincoln Riley's not showing that he has the ability to apparently adapt to help out Miller, his offense. And I think that's the issue we're seeing. And so my thing is, I saw different teams this year, big time teams that are rated higher than us. It might be Indiana. It's a couple of teams. Maryland, I told you guys, they have a quarterback that comes in and he runs the RPO, he runs the bootleg, those things. Penn State does it. It's a couple of teams. It's no knock on Miller. You just have guys that are better at what they do. But Miller Moss is maybe most likely better in hitting receivers. He throw balls in tight spaces. I've told you guys this before. But at the end of the day, as of late, there's been kind of overthrown and shortened passes and thrown behind guys. But in the beginning, Miller Moss was hitting guys in tight spaces. But for whatever reason, it's not happening now, man. So you guys can hit me in the comment section. You guys can tell me what you think. I got one more news and note item. And as I'm told by source as well, that 2 defensive starters will be out this weekend. I'm not even going to give you those names, but it is 2 defensive starters. We'll see what happens with that, man. We got Rutgers coming up this weekend, man. So look, man, drop those comments. Hit me in the comments. You guys tell me what you think. You guys already know where you can find me. It's USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Fight on, fight on, fight on.